What makes the urban legend of the Michigan Dogman so compelling is its plausibility. There have been far more sightings than Bigfoot, who's practically the poster creature for cryptozoology. While there's talk of supernatural origin, there are also more scientific animal-based theories for the creature's existence as well. Dogman sightings began in Michigan and then spread with descriptions varying slightly, but the core characteristics remained intact. This can be expected with any growing, migrating, and evolving species. Dogman sightings usually occur deep in the forest, around logging camps, and out on isolated roads late at night. The mythical beast of backwoods folklore went mainstream in 1987 after the release of the song The Legend, written by Traverse City radio DJ Steve Cook. Cook pulled lyrics from Dogman encounters, and soon more people reported their sightings. But what are these witnesses actually seeing? Is it mass hysteria or a real creature? Let's explore the history of the cryptid and the various horrifying encounters people have had with it. In the fall of 1986, out near Manistee, Michigan, Ray Greenway was driving home from the Manistee Army recruiting station. It was late at night, and he noticed something in the darkened field beside him. His headlights were reflecting off what appeared to be eyes, but they were much too high off the ground to be a deer. Suddenly, the unidentifiable creature began running towards him and made an incredible leap, clear across the two-lane road. There is no animal that it could be. I know this was not a deer, Ray later recalled. He went on to describe its yellow eyes and impossible leaping ability. I do remember that I saw both eyes, as it was looking at me the whole time. That, along with the leaping ability, is what I will never forget. In 1887, the first known Dogman encounter was documented in Wexford County, Michigan. Two lumberjacks were out in the woods when they spotted a creature they described as having the body of a man, but the head of a dog. Other sightings began to trickle throughout the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and locals found dog tracks in the dirt around several deceased horses. The horses, allegedly, perished of fright. One witness claims a creature best described as a werewolf was stalking up the hill behind their house in the late fall of 2001. My stepdaughter and I were looking out the French doors to see a creature, black in color, like a big bear, with haunches and the head of a wolf. While that was the first and only visual the Cass County, Michigan residents experienced, they can still hear it splashing around the 20-acre swampland at night. Sometimes they can even hear it shrieking. According to them, it has the scream of an infant, loud and hysterical. The famous Dogman OnStar incident occurred in Troy, Michigan back in 2006. A man was driving down the road when suddenly, what he described as great big dog that was standing up appeared before him. He instinctively swerved to miss the creature and ended up running off the road and flipping the vehicle over on its side. He and his passenger were not hurt, and he was able to get assistance through OnStar. The OnStar recording of the conversation spread across the internet and is still online today. Descriptions of the Michigan Dogman have varied over the years, so it's safe to say that, if it exists, it's not a lone wolf. These creatures are usually described as having glowing amber or icy blue eyes, the head of a dog with vicious fangs, and a human torso. They can stand up on two legs and are somewhere between 6 and 7 feet tall. They are incredibly fast and allegedly have a horrible scream-like howl. According to local legend, the Dogman appears in 10-year cycles. Early sightings of the cryptid were reported all throughout Michigan, however, and soon spread to Wisconsin. Alleged sightings began to pop up all over the country soon afterward. But what do you guys think about these Dogman stories? I'm going to explore more of these, so stay tuned to this channel for future videos on them. Have you heard of Dogman before? And do you think it really is a creature in existence today? Let me know in the comments below and like this video if you haven't for more chilling tales from the Iceman.